Okay, so we're in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Why? Because some shit's gone down and we're going to look into it. That's why. I'm going to see a couple of videos before, people talking about Bridgeport, Connecticut Police Department and why they want to be an officer. That's what this one's about. And there's another little recruitment video. And let's see what the Bridgeport, Connecticut Police Department's up to before we get into Deshaun Best. Here we go.
What made you want to be a police officer?
I guess I'll start. Well, I grew up here in Bridgeport. Being here in the city, growing up playing outside, I saw sometimes things happen in front of me that scared me. There was a lot of times that I was terrified, and I remember not feeling safe until the police arrived. So being from the city of Bridgeport, I would like to be that safety blanket for other kids and other people in my community.
What side of town did you grow up in?
I grew up on the west side.
For me, I was a victim of a crime, robbery with a firearm. Going through that, and also being
Also, when you watch this video, see if there's anything glaring that stands out.
Involved, and seeing the Bridgeport PD at work, the first responder helping me out to calm me down, and also catching the perp a couple of weeks right after, pushed me even more to, do something, have a purpose to help my community out a little bit better.
The main reason why I decided I wanted to be a police officer, especially in the city of Bridgeport, was not only to give back to the community that I also grew up in, but also to make a difference, not so much with victims, just really get in charge with working with kids and making a difference, because I know that it starts from a young age that you have to make a difference within the community. And I also like the idea, especially that Mayor Ganem just brought upon us, that we're going to be working in the community, going to the housing projects, and I see that, especially working for the city of Bridgeport, I can be more involved in making a difference.
For me, sir, becoming a police officer in the city of Bridgeport is the next best thing after serving in the Marine Corps. I grew up here in Bridgeport as well. I spent 8 years away from Bridgeport, so I decided to make my way back home.
I always knew that when I was younger I wanted to be a police officer. I knew it would be a chance to positively affect the community that I've grown up in, the east end of Bridgeport, and being honest, since I was younger, and it's just always something that I wanted to do.
I also grew up in Bridgeport all my life, and I'm a person that I'm very against crime. I want especially Bridgeport to become a better place to live in. I know there are many cases where they need more detectives, and I want to help give victims and their families justice. Also, as a Vietnamese woman, I would like to be a role model for women in the community, that it's all right for women to join law enforcement and have it as a career choice.
All right, so here's a little recruitment video.
I want to make sure that we get the message out there that we want the best and the brightest and those that want to serve for the right reasons. We want you. We want you to
Also, can we stop with this shit?
apply. We want you to take the test. We want you to be successful. And we want you to be part of the next recruitment class here in the city of Bridgeport.
Today we're doing our great reveal for our...
You can't make this up. What is she, like 400? Please give me a fucking break. The whole academy with the PT and the physical, there is no way these people are doing this. They should be made every time a class comes through, they have to complete it too.
Recruitment for members of the Bridgeport Police Department, or people that want to be members of the Bridgeport Police Department. We plan on giving a test in several months, and we are excited about the information that we're going to be revealing today, our recruitment drive and our video. Come and join the Bridgeport Police Department. We are the biggest city in the state of Connecticut. We hit the ground running. We train at the top, and we encourage you to be part of those of us, that's what they call us Bridgeport's finest, to be a part of making impact and a change for our community, to continue building the relationships that we have, and continue combating crime so that our communities are safe.
When does your shift start?
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 Make the shift to Bridgeport Police Department. make the shift with the Bridgeport Police Department.
And then there's this. What's Bridgeport up to?
And we are following breaking news out of Bridgeport, where a person is dead after a police shooting.
The officers say this all started just before 6 last night. This is on East Main Street near Route 1. We're told police are responding to a large street fight there. Here's a look at the scene. Officers say they later tried to pull
A large street fight. Let's remember that.
vehicle over near Cosset Street when a suspect ran away on foot. Now, police say they opened fire when the chase went into a driveway. That suspect was taken to the hospital where he died. Police have not yet identified him. The state attorney general's office is now investigating this.
So he shot the guy when he ran into a driveway. Is that like training? So everybody, y'all might want to block up your driveways. That can't be all of it, can there? There has to be more to the story, right? There always is. And I put this in reader mode to get away from the ads. Officials release report and video as they investigate police shooting that killed man in Bridgeport. The Office of the Inspector General is investigating after a Bridgeport police officer fatally shot a man on Monday night, and they have released video as the investigation continues. They have released it. We're not going to watch it in here. I'm going to go to YouTube and we'll watch it there, so you know the ads. On Friday morning, the office released the preliminary status report of the investigation into the use of deadly force that resulted in the death of 39-year-old Deshaun Best. The Office of Inspector General released body cam video that shows the moment a Bridgeport police officer shot and killed a man in Bridgeport on Monday. Police officers responded to reports of a large fight on East Main Street around 5:50 p.m. on Monday as people had gathered in connection with a funeral, according to the Office of the Inspector General. The officers also had information that someone in a black Chevrolet Tahoe in the area had a gun, and they found the vehicle in a store parking lot on East Main Street, according to a report. No, this says they found the vehicle. No, they found a black Chevrolet Tahoe. I'm just throwing that out there. It says Officer Aaron Parada opened the passenger door and told Best that he was going to be patted down, but he got out of the Tahoe and ran while holding a Remy Martin liquor bottle in one hand. Officers Parada and Yoon, I don't know how to pronounce that, then chase Best. Why can't we have some normal names? Anyway, then chase Best. When they got to the gas station near the intersection of Beecher Street and Kossuth Street, Officer Hyo, whatever, deployed a stun gun, and Best continued to run, losing his shoes as he ran through the gas station. Then the chase continued down whatever street that is and into a driveway, the report says. Best had gotten rid of the liquor bottle at that point and had an object in his hand that looked like a gun as he ran up the driveway, and Officer, this one, fired his handgun 2 times, striking Best, the report says. It goes on to say that police recovered a high-point compact 9mm handgun next to the spot where Best fell. Officers provided medical aid at the scene until the Bridgeport Fire Department arrived, and Best was transported to the Bridgeport Hospital, where he died at 7:41 p.m. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner performed an autopsy the next day and determined that Best died from a gunshot wound to the torso, classified the manner of death as a homicide, the report says. The Office of the Inspector General has released video from the body-worn cameras as well as surveillance video from the area. The Sidco station on the corner of Boston Avenue and Beecher Street had a surveillance camera that recorded part of the chase, and a slow-motion version is posted here. We got all that. It's coming up. The Office of Inspector General, Bridgeport Police Department, Connecticut State Police, Western District Major Crime Squad, and the Bridgeport Judicial District State's Attorney's Office are investigating. Pretty sure they'll find out that he followed training. I'm just throwing that out there. Bridgeport Police held a news conference at noon to discuss the shooting. Bridgeport Police Chief Roderick Porter said Officer, this one, has been placed on leave amid the investigation. He said the police department is cooperating with the investigation and asked for patience from the community. Porter said what he saw in the video seems to be in line with the training for use of force procedure, but that will be up to the Office of the Inspector General to determine. I think it's supposed to be General. Porter expressed his deepest condolences to the Best family and said during a news conference that he is not at liberty to discuss the investigation or comment on the particulars of it. Sure not. But let's see what we got. And this was the first video that came out.
Bravo Pablo 1658 -44 on the old Chevy Tahoe color black.
And they noticed they said they stopped it. No, it was in a parking lot, and it's a black Chevrolet Tahoe.
2027 is registered as client.
Can you just step out? We just gotta pat you guys both down if somebody says something about a firearm.
Firearm down there.
Okay.
Now see, this is where you get into the reasonable, articulable suspicion. Now, it's a black Tahoe, Chevy Tahoe. They're looking for a black Chevy Tahoe. Now, are they stopping? Are they looking? Are they every black Chevy Tahoe? Are they doing the same thing to every black Chevy Tahoe? That's my question. Also, I used to be in the camp of reasonable doubt, trust but verify. Now I'm in the camp of show me the body cam.
Well, we got it. Well, now we're here, so if you got nothing, then it's quick, and then we'll let you go. 39 foot pursuit. Stop! I'm gonna tase you!
Are you from that distance? You know, it's all the males running right past the female, right?
Go gas, no left! Touch gas, get the car out! Shots fired, shots fired!
Died just now. I'm over, yo. 32 full pursuit. Eastbound on Boston Ave. Yo, you're gonna get tased. Taser deployed.
Not sure what the point of that was. Anyway.
Yo! Two shots fired. Yo!
Don't you like the way they just kind of fade to the whole point of the body cam? Because this is supposed to show you that he allegedly has a gun in his hand. That showed me nothing. And we're going to get to this ghost gun here in a minute. And of course, here's the female bringing up the slack. So, there has to be a gun somewhere, right? Let's see what this one says.
The Office of the Inspector General has just released video of that deadly police shooting involving Bridgeport police on Monday. This all started when officers responded to East Main Street after a report of a large fight and reports that the driver of a nearby car had a gun. Here's what happened when the officers located that SUV, and Officer Aaron Parada opened the passenger door and told Daishan Bess that he was going to be patted down. Watch what happens next.
We just gotta pat you guys both down if somebody says something about a firearm.
Firearm down here.
Okay.
Now, after this exchange here, you can see Bess get out of the vehicle here. Then he runs. Officer Yoon Hyo then runs after him, followed by Parada. Hyo deploys a taser, but Bess continues to run, then losing his shoes. Now, Bess then runs into a driveway on Conn Street. Police claim he dropped that liquor bottle in his hand and then had a different object which appeared to be a gun. Now, they've highlighted it in this video here, as you can see, and that is...
They have highlighted it. Now, let's look. Ready? This is the gun that he was pointing back at him. That's the gun he was pointing back at him. That is not a gun, sorry. Also, where's the body cam footage of them allegedly finding this 9mm gun? Where's that body cam footage at? I'm not in the camp of, well, they said they found a gun, there's a gun. No, they plant guns, they plant drugs, no. The whole trust but verify, no. If there's no video of it, it didn't happen. That's just me.
When Heel fired his gun twice, hitting Best. We're freezing the video here before that happens. Police say they recovered a 9mm handgun next to Best. He was taken to the hospital where he died. The Office of the Inspector General continues to investigate.
And last one.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here at 4. I'm Kevin Nathan.
And I'm Amber Diaz. The Office of Inspector General released video showing the shooting death of a man running from Bridgeport police. The chief says he knows there will be questions on use of force.
Are you damn right?
And asked the public to let the investigation play out.
NBC Connecticut's.
But don't we know kind of how this investigation is going to play out? Because they've already made a comment that seems like they followed best practice for their training.
Kyle Jones joins us live at Bridgeport, where the family of the man was shot.
Also, I would like to note, based on where you see that gun allegedly come back and the shots, they had to, said Torso, had to shoot him in the back.
Also spoke today. Kyle?
Kevin and Amber, yeah, so the family spoke earlier this afternoon. The chief we spoke to late morning, and the family says that they have a lot of questions about what happened and specifically what is caught on that body camera video. They say that they don't believe their family member had a gun.
He was a good guy, and he did not deserve this to happen to him the way it did.
The family of Dyshawn Best spoke tearfully to the media Friday, saying that Best was unjustly shot and killed Monday by Bridgeport police. They spoke after the Office of Inspector General released police body camera footage.
We just got to pat you guys both down if somebody said something about a firearm.
Best steps out of the vehicle and then takes off through a Citgo gas station parking lot, down Kossuth Street, and into this driveway, where police say that he pulled a weapon and pointed it back at officers. The department highlighting what they say is a weapon in his hand. He was shot twice and later died. The Inspector General's preliminary report says a 9mm handgun was found next to him.
There was a cell phone in his hand.
The family denying he was holding a gun. Their attorney says that he should not have been chased.
When people are running away from you, you let them go. You call it in, you set up perimeters, you do what you got to do. None of those decisions should include, oh, you're running away, I'm going to kill you today.
Bridgeport Police Chief Roger Porter also spoke today, urging the public to wait and let the Office of Inspector General's investigation answer questions about what happened.
Regardless of the opinions of any of us, they will have the ultimate say in determining whether this was a justified or non-justified shooting.
Since the shooting Monday night, he says that he's met with community members, church leaders, and the family, and promises to be as transparent as possible while the OIG investigates.
This investigation will determine whether those guidelines were followed, and we will continue to be as open as possible while ensuring the process remains fair and impartial.
Now, the officer involved in this shooting is on paid administrative leave, and we're told that he's been on the force for 2 years. Now, the family says that they do have vigils and marches planned in memory of Dyshawn Best. Live in Bridgeport, I'm Kyle Jones, NBC Connecticut News. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kyle. So, yeah, that's where we're at with this.
Kyle Jones joins us live at Bridgeport.
He ran and pointed some random ghost gun back at them. Apparently. You saw it. I saw it. What type of a gun does that look like? I'm just saying.
Gun. Now, they've highlighted it in this video.
What type of a gun does that look like to you? And 1, 2, 3, 4. There's all 4 fingers right there. Where's there'd be a trigger well? So I'm just saying. So, Bridgeport, Connecticut. That's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the video. Like, share, subscribe. Also, 92% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. You got your phone in your hand, you're at your laptop. Click the button and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'm out.